What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is here. Welcome to, you know what time it is. It's brap time. Weather's kind of scattered. Clouds, sun's in and out. I mean, it's decent for the most part. It is pretty windy out, you know, especially for Southern Cal. Looks like there's a storm supposed to be coming the next few days, so hopefully, you know, there's not too much rain. But anyhow, as promised, we're gonna do some brap session here. We're gonna see if we can get the Nova, the modified Nova 28.8 Rex Legend, purring like a kitten, run her around. We're gonna run the new, newly painted, fresh Joker body on it. Hopefully we don't do too much damage to the body, but I can't guarantee anything. Sometimes these Mugans want to do some somersaults here and there, you know, but there's not a lot of jumps out here, unfortunately. I wish there was. My friend is in the process of building a ramp, so hopefully I'll be getting you guys some footage of the Muggy taking flight and also the Techno taking flight. But anyway, let's get this thing brapping without further ado. See what we can do here. The only thing that I put a 9mm Venturi back on because I had a 9.5. It was too much. And other than that, nothing's really changed. I do have the 9886 Nova Rossi pipe with the 41032. So anyway, let's get her ripping. Get her warmed up. Don't want to run too much without the body. Oops. Like I said, it's kind of windy out here. Sorry about that. Yeah, she's still cold. Fire her back up. Get her warmed up. Oh shit! Oh shit, the Mutant wants to do backflips, people! Holy snikey! Running really rich right now. Front end wants to come up. Looks like we got some pizza cutters here, people. Oh shit, she just wants to keep the front end going there. I need wheelie bars. Holy snikey. Hiding a little high, but she's still cold. Oh, there she goes. She just rocked. Still cold. Sorry about that. Freaking camera keeps blowing over. Like I said, it's pretty windy out here. I think she's still a little telling you, these modified motors like to run wicks. Well, I think she's running too lean. Tune has changed a little bit because of the weather, so let me just do the pinch test so we'll see what we got. That's where I start. Low end needle, people. Yeah, we're only about 130. Yeah, she's too rich on the bottom. I will tell you that. So let's lean her out a little bit. All right. I think she's about right. That's about 4 or 5 seconds, so I think the low end's okay. She's just cold right now. So we just need to warm her up, period. Having issues with my freaking steering servo, keeps coming loose. What the hell's going on, people? Fix that shit real quick. I don't know how I didn't put a lock nut on the bottom of the steering servo. It screws right into the horn, but for some reason it keeps coming loose. Pissing me off. Anyway, let's hopefully this doesn't continue to happen. I think I might have a screw to put in the bottom of that. Let's see if it holds tight a little bit better. I don't know how it keeps coming unscrewed, but anyway, put the body on, fuel her up again, and we just got to get her warmed up. She's really cold. She's not even, I mean, when I initially started, it was about 180. But the weather's a little cool today, so it's obviously cooling down really quick. So we need to just get it saturated with heat and get this thing warmed up. And she should be fine. My low end's okay. I think she's running a little rich right now, but that's all right. I'm not going to sweat it. I don't know what happened to the rear, my rear little spacers. The wind blew and those shits went somewhere. They're around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell they went. But I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to do. Good thing when this thing flipped, it was on the grass, because otherwise I'd be scratching up my head and I'd be getting pissed off. But anyway, let's get this thing warmed up, get it saturated with heat, and do some brahhpen. All right, people, let's get this baby dialed in. Running really rich. Just need to get her warmed up. You can hear it sounding, it's running rich. But as it gets warmed up, it'll want to get leaned out, so. Really rich. When your shit's cold like this, you initially want to run it kind of rich anyway, until it gets warmed up. I'm gonna start leaning it in a minute here. Yeah, see, my low end's okay. It's just running really rich and it's cold right now, so I'm gonna lean it out a little bit on the top end, and then you just, when it's cold also, and you go to, it's still not hot all the way and you're leaning it, just be patient. As it warms up, you just can't pin it because it's not warm, and it'll bog a little bit. So I'll let it get warmed up, nice and saturated with heat, and then I'll pin it, because otherwise you're messing with the high end too much. You don't really need to. It's just really cold right now. As she warms up, she'll come alive. See, I leaned her out about half a turn. See, there's no editing here, people. You're just seeing the muggy, what he deals with. Idle's fine. It's still kind of rich. I need to get it nice and warmed up. Whoa, there she goes. She's coming alive now. Oh, there, she's starting to hit the high notes. Got some pizza cutters going there, people. See, she drops. But she's still cold, man. I'm telling you, man, it is a little nippy out here today. And the sun was out earlier. Yeah, we're only like at 170 right now, so she's getting there. She's firing up a lot easier now, too. She wants to brap. Little front end floating action. Oh yeah, she wants to pull the front end up. Let's give her a little bit more fuel. Some fuel, damn it. That fuel's too expensive. The only thing I don't like about this body, you can't see the fuel tank too good. And I spilled a little bit. I just spilled about $5 worth of fuel. serious pizza cutters, people. Yeah, she's still cold, man. I think my idle's a little bit too low too, but I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. It just needs to get hot. She's still running rich though too. Well, she doesn't want to stay idling, that's for sure. We'll get her. Patience is the virtue. Plus, when you're running really rich, it loads up quick too. I noticed that whenever I run it rich, it'll idle, but not that long because it's so loaded up. Yeah, it's still running. I'm running it pretty fat, but I'd rather protect the motor than risk it. Yeah, still cold. Man, this thing just wants to ride wheelies, man. Man, can't keep the front end down on this sucker. Uh-oh. Little lean. motor's running for 10. Oh, we're over 200 now. Uh-oh. I think she's too lean on the bottom, but I think the idle is a little low, but that's just me. Anyway, she sounds okay. She's still not right where I want her. I'm just picky. That's just the Muggy Maniac. But other than that, I think she's running okay. The weather is it's getting hot and cold and hot, and it's weird. Ambient temperature does affect your whip when you run it. So, I'm not saying that's what the issue is, but other than that, you know, I think my idle is fine. I think I want my low end's around 5 seconds. I think I want to get it down to around 4 is where I like to set it at, because I want it to idle a little bit longer. It's idling okay, but it's still, I mean, I'm getting up there in the temperatures. I know this thing's going to cool down quick right now while I'm talking to you guys, but that's okay. I'll warm it back up. I'm going to run a few more tanks through it. Anyway, just wanted to give you guys a little brap action. You know, I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's running fine. I can leave it at that, but you know the Muggy Maniac. I'm real OCD about my shit. I want this thing, like, fully dialed. I just need to keep running more fuel through it. This motor still doesn't have even 2 gallons through it. And then after we get done with this one, we're going to clean it, tear it down, semi-tear it down. It's not going to be too dirty. Semi-tear it down, clean it back up, and hopefully by this weekend we'll be running the Techno with the modded P3.28 Pico motor. And we're going to run the Pico pipe with the 4101 header in there. But other than that, I'm going to tinker around with her a little bit more. She runs fine. She's hitting the high notes. You know, I am running her kind of fat. I'm just real paranoid about running lean. That's the last thing you want to do is push your motor to the limit as far as leaning it too much. I'd rather run it a little bit fat. Even though when you're running it fat, you know, which means rich, it tends to load up a little bit quicker. I know the Reds, once I got it leaned out a little bit, it'll idle a lot longer, and because it won't load up as much. When you're running it really rich, it tends not to idle as long because it'll load up because you're running it, you know, a lot richer than normal. But like I said, it's better to be safe than sorry. I'd rather run this thing a little bit rich and protect it than to risk damaging the motor. So you do what you want. That's just me. Some people like to lean their shit to get a little bit more power out of it, but with a mod motor, they just, like Mr. Zai will tell you, modified motors just like to run a little bit rich. So anyway, that's all I got, people. You seen it first here. The Muggy Maniac delivered as promised. So next time I see you guys, we'll be going over what my final thoughts on on my brap session today. And any other things that you guys have or come up with, comment below. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Peace out.